Good evening, Julie.
Good evening, Christine.
Yeah, it's July 7th, 2023.
Yes, already.
Yeah, I hope everybody survived this last week with the heat wave. I mean, everybody has just been laying low.
Well, geez, I've been on the beach, and as you can see, I have a beautiful tan.
A tan or a burn, I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, both.
A bit of both, I think.
Yeah.
But you've also not only been tanning yourself, you've had quite a busy week after your last interview. I wanted to do a little update, and we found that the woman's name is Carol, I believe.
Yes, it is.
The 78-year-old woman that was beaten up at the Shepards. And I understand you've been with her a lot of the week, and you've been at the hospital with her.
But at the hospital with her and try to help her out and everything else. And she's recovering slowly.
Yeah, and she was quite traumatized by everything that happened. I can understand that.
Yes, she was.
The doctors, from what you understand, they took the CAT scan of her, and apparently she's okay. But again, why did they not seek medical help for her at that time? Because any kind of a head injury, because I mean, when you saw her on Monday there, she was complaining of her head hurting.
Yes,
at the same
her eye
time.
and her head, yes, all the way.
I know. But, it's better to take the CAT scan to make sure there's no concussion or anything. They should have seen to that, and especially at her age as well. It could have been
especially
more,
at her age, yeah. They're more
and
sensitive at 78,
So, and from what you understand, the doctors have written up quite a report on her as well.
Yes, they did, about the shepherd and the girl attacking her that night about a week ago, yeah.
And they have, apparently the social worker at the hospital is also involved now.
Yeah, everybody's getting involved.
Yeah, and they're definitely not going to be sending her back to the Shepherds.
Well, no.
Well, I hope they just don't send her to another shelter as well, where she's going to have the same problem, because we know when we've been reporting on this that even there's some of this going on at the other shelters as well.
Correct. Yeah, they're all the same.
So hopefully they can find a safe place to put this 78-year-old woman.
Yeah, for sure. A senior, a nice place, or a nice apartment right now. Just put her an emergency place, yeah, just to keep her safe.
Yes, because that was quite a weekend we had, but this is what happens with Canada Day down here. It gets pretty crazy down here, and you've spent 20 years and you've seen it getting crazier and crazier down here.
Pretty darn crazy, yes.
And I know even for July 1st, even into the weekend, from the Friday straight through to the Sunday, they put extra police on as well this time. Because they brought them in, I think, from other areas, because they didn't quite have enough police officers, our own police officers, to make sure that everybody was safe. However, we did get a report by the Sunday, the day after, July 1st. It was announced on our local news that 2 men were stabbed at, what was it? It was Dalhousie and York Street as well.
Yes, I heard about it, Christine, yes.
And again, we go back to Carol, and she's attacked at about 3 o'clock in the morning. And again, from what you were able to understand, from what she was saying, was that the woman had something in a sock, and she
a rock or something, and
something hard.
Something hard just to hit her head.
Yeah, and she put it in the sock and swung the sock with this thing and hit her in the side of the face.
Yeah.
With it. And again, even when she complained, the workers said, "Oh, we're too busy. We can't see you right now, or we'll do something in the morning." It doesn't look like they did anything in the next morning.
No, they didn't. So I found her.
Yeah, you found her by Monday morning. That was, and that was a whole day later. And of course, she was cowering and crying in the corner of the food court in Rideau Center.
Yes, she was from the Rideau Center.
I'm so thankful that you were able to take her as well to the hospital at the time, and I'm sure the doctors...
I buy her breakfast, and after that, I brought her to the hospital.
Well, I'm sure that the doctors were grateful that you brought her in to get her checked.
Yes, they were.
Because I don't understand this, because again, in previous videos, we've talked about the security at the Shepherds, and they've been promising, oh yes, we've changed it. The women's floor, she was most likely on the women's floor up there, and they were saying, well, now we're going to put a female security guard up there. Where was this female security guard?
Nowhere to be found.
It doesn't sound like it. And again, at least the police are trying to take the upper hand of what's going on down here by putting extra police on for Canada Day. Why I think that this would be a great idea, and I think that the shelters should be taking the initiative on Canada Day, especially putting on extra security for about 48 hours. to ensure, because again, Canada Day was again on Saturday, July the 1st, and July 30th, of course, all the checks come out, the welfare checks and that come out for everyone, and that's where they're going out buying their booze, buying their drugs, and it's just chaos down here.
Every year the same thing. Yeah, chaos.
And I cannot understand why that they did not do anything for her when that happened, because there was apparently ambulances already at the Shepards that night. Why couldn't they not have had the paramedics see to her? Why were they so busy? You know, were they having the overdoses at that time? I don't know, but it just does not make any sense that they did not have her checked at the same time. And that night, like most of us down in the area could barely sleep, because this is what happens down here. Everybody acts like a bunch of cowboys down here, and between the overdoses, the drugs, they vandalize stuff down here. We have
violence.
Yeah, and the violence against people. We have the fireworks. They put up fireworks themselves, the homeless, throughout the night. So we have quite a wild time down here, even trying to sleep. But this is what we've come to expect for Canada Day. So why was the Shepards not following the police department's lead at this point and putting extra security, knowing that this is how this goes? It gets so rowdy down here.
And especially getting attacked in their own room at 3 in the morning.
And all she's doing is sleeping in her bed, and
She was
somebody,
only sleeping, and they came in, to attack her.
and then she got roughed up, and I understand that she hit her head on something, whether it was the steel post of the bed or
the bunk bed, or the wall somewhere.
Yes, exactly.
Or probably the ground.
So again, I'm very grateful. I know you're going to keep in contact with her and make sure that she's going to be okay.
Yes, I got her back 100%, and I just want to tell the views.
And I know
she's in good hands.
I know she speaks better French than English, but you can tell her in French that everyone's rooting for her.
Of course, and she knows about it too. We're there to support her, and we love her.
And that's
Carol.
good.
So yeah.
And
so
that's wonderful, and it's nice that she has someone like you. And I know you spent 2 nights at the hospital with her too. You curled up in her room and slept in her room with her to make her feel more comfortable.
Make her feel more comfortable as a good friend. Our
well,
friend's supposed to do.
Well, like I said, I don't know where her family is or how she ended up from Montreal down here.
Me either.
But I'm just glad that she's in the hospital right now, where she's getting properly cared for. Not in the Shepards with what's going on down here with all the druggies, and to be hurt even further at this point.
And being violent with her. Yeah.
Exactly.
Not acceptable at all. And I'm really mad. And I hope they're going to pay for that.
Okay.
Yeah, Carol, we love you.
Yes, we all love you. If you get to see this at all, we all love you, and you take care. And we'll talk to you again soon, Julie. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Christine. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.